afternoon, or evening, good morning, where you may be in the world. Hi, it's Gabby again, and how are we all? And yes, I'm in Australia. It is the 5th of October 2016, and I haven't made a video for a while, but everybody tells me I should make another one. Excuse me. Love my coffee. Anyway, so what has been happening for me in this period of time since the last videos? Well, life's got back to normal. The breast issues have healed. Still some pain within the breasts every now and then, but they're settled down. The scarring's basically all gone. You can see there, scarring, and there, that scarring there. So you can see basically the scarring's gone away from the removal of the breast implants. So, and as you might be able to tell by the body alone, a lot of muscle has come back, as you can see up here. Yeah, and it makes everybody even move now. That's only because I do lots of work. Isn't it interesting? Scary. It's too much muscle there. So anyway, so that's all healed now. My weight wise has now stabilized as well, because the infections have all gone. The new implant was implanted. With the infection in the breast, the hormones went right up to over into 1,000, and that dropped right back down. I waited till that was down to now near 200s, and that was just like hell. It was like hell. Moody, snappy, pains, fatigue, just not overall, just not feeling well. So it's something that's not advisable to do, but I had to do it to get the body back into sync, and then got re-implanted, and that happened a couple of weeks ago. So the body now has normalised and adjusted its hormone level. I feel within myself. The night sweat's all gone, which is like, oh boy. What else can I tell you? I mean, during transition, you set out on a goal or a perceived image of how you would like to achieve and how you would like to get to with your development on how you are and who you are and how you look. It's great to have that image in your head, but you've also got to look at the realistic aspects. Now, depending on your age and your person and who you do and what you do for a living, is depending really on how you're going to transition as well. I mean, they all have variables to it. In my case, I'm very much a labourer type of person. Yes, I use my intellect, even though I've got bad literacy skills in the written word, but I use it in other ways. But I use my hands and my arms and mustering quite a lot. So my body, if you've actually watched or seen any of the photographs going through transition, what I did with my own body was I achieved an extremely high state of fitness and body shape when I was a man, and got it down to very good, virtually lean and very cut, and you could see a lot of muscle in all of the whole body. And that was from going from 140 kilo down to 78 kilo. Then, as I started to transition, I stopped doing things, so that muscles and all those things started to not disintegrate, but just go, like flabby or flat, or they had no real integrity in the sense of look. But still, I was quite large, because I was a large person beforehand in muscle-wise. But that disintegrated or deteriorated in mass from the large arms and large shoulders down to under 10 inches. They got to under 10, but then they started to lose too much muscle mass, and that was mainly because it was inactivity because of the transitional period. I mean, transition itself had been a challenge medically, but it was worth the challenge. So, so during those times when I was challenged, I call it, or trials is what I call it anyway, where medically I needed more intervention, or I needed to get more help in those programs or those processes, I wasn't able to do things. So the body lost some of its shape, should I say. So that's been built back up because of all the renovations I've been able to get going, especially in the last 2 years, and more so in the last several months. I'm looking at something, oh my god, I have to stop doing some work, it's getting too muscly. Gets scary. So I've done a lot. So the body fitness has been increased in as well, into green. The only damage really I've done to my body from the transitional period would be the lung damage, but that would be part of lung damage is partly because I'm a smoker. It does give you some, and secondly because of the secondary infection I got when the left breast implant went completely haywire and was massively infectious with massive swellings of, the amount of fluid and everything there was twice the size of what the actual implant was itself. So there was a lot of shit in there, and that was going through the whole of that side of the body. So that part of the lung copped a bit of a hiding. I've improved that a bit, but it's the challenge. I don't think I'm going to get it much better, but I will get it a little bit better. It has improved, and it's improving more the more I'm getting out doing things, and stressing the lungs out through workouts and doing gardening and renovations, and they've come on quite well. I mean, I set out was before I started transition that I wanted to get transition going, and I wanted to be in full gear. And then once I was happy with transition going, and I was transitioning myself and my life, and it was going well, then some of that effort would be put back into the house, and that's basically what I've done. In a sense, we've invested the time and the effort into the house as well. Now is what I was investing into transition, and it's paying great dividends. I mean, our home is looking very, very beautiful. And it's near the point where it's like, why do I want to go away on holidays? Well, there's still some benefits there, but homes get in there. The backyard's still a big task, but we'll get there. And it's only areas of the backyard we should be doing, but it's all just slowly, step by step, it's all going through. And it's the same with transition. When you do your transition, don't try and rush it. There's no use rushing anything. Be who you are, accept who you are, be happy who you are, and transition at a rate which you're comfortable. Don't go and pretend you have to be super beauty queen, because everybody says you have to be. Just be yourself. You'll be a lot more comfortable, you'll be a lot more stable in here. If you try and be something you're not, you are not going to be a stable person. You're going to have problems. You're going to be reliant on other things to give you stimulation instead of just yourself. I drink extremely little, and I mean, yeah, if I go out and I go and party, then maybe I might have I might really get into it, but I mean, we'll take into account that it's been now a good 18 months since I've had a really good drink session. I might have had one drink every now and then, very, very rare, but that's extremely, that's it. But I can't say I do like more weed, so I am guilty of that. But that's a herb. And anyway, so transition itself has gone very well. Life has gone complete full circle. Discrimination wise and things like that, it's extremely rare, and when you do cop it or you do get it, when I do get it these days, it's they try and do it very covertly, or thinking they're being smart or trying to be clever, when it's an impossible thing to do. I'm not saying I'm more smart or more intelligent, but I'm 53 years of age and I've been around the block, and I was a guy for 48 years, and I know exactly what they're thinking in all their little minds. So when they think they've got a better on me, they haven't. it's a shame people try to think that, because you transition that you are a lesser person mentally, a lesser person physically, or integrity-wise, or morally, which is not the case, and it's, it's like, it's our time. It's like this month. This month is a very special month to any transgender person. If they're really serious about their life and who they are, then, November is a very, very important life. It's an important time. It's the time when transgender persons throughout the world remember all those transgender persons or people with gender dysphoria who weren't lucky, who aren't as lucky to live in a civilized society where they're not subjected to such violence and vagrant disrespect for their human rights. And it's still happening in some Western countries, and it's still happening in the United States, in many states. It happens still here in Australia in some ways as well, and probably one of the only few countries where I see it probably more acceptable in that way is probably, is like in Thailand, except they're deprived their rights in the sense they can't get their IDs changed over to female when it was male from birth. Where us in Australia, we can change everything because that's who we are. So so November the 20th this month. Just take a few minutes out and just think about all those unlucky transgender women who have been murdered, assaulted, discriminated, barbarized, butcherized. The transgender men who copy the same abuse, and these kids who want to transition, who are withheld from transition because of their parents' naivety, narrow-mindedness, or religious views, which stops them from, understanding that transgender is not a mental illness. It's not a mental illness. It is a biological fact, and it's a biological illness, if you'd like to call it that. And we can't change who we are. So just remember on November the 20th this month, take that time out to remember all those transgender women and men throughout the world who weren't so lucky. And let's hope that number's down than the previous year. So anyway, I don't know what else I can say to you. I will make another video. This is just a quick touch-up. So all my love, I am very healthy. As you can see, I'm still crazy, and I'm yes, a lot stronger than I used to be. Flash the lights, isn't it? Anyway, love you all. Ciao. See you in the next video. Won't be long. Sorry for being a bit not making more.